Yo, what's up, guys? I am back in the Netherlands. Literally just arrived like a few minutes ago, and I just wanted to make this video. Gonna do a proper video of like, yo, I'm back now. I have like sound quality again, and I have like the whole normal setup and whatnot. Still wearing my Gianna t-shirt from I think some American meetup, LA meetup. I think that I always use. It's like way oversized, America sizes. If you tell them triple XL, they're like huge. But okay, kind of hyped about this new stuff for the challenge. Ascension, TOA stuff, blah, 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 kind of sidetracking already. We'll do a proper video if I'm back tomorrow, blah, blah, that kind of stuff. So let's look at what this stuff actually is. So I have a whole bunch of tabs open. Let's start with the correct tab. This one. So let's look at what it is. So it's, well, my scrolling wheel's kind of messed up. First of all, that boss looks amazing. Like we have always been carried by the art team. Let's call it that much. But we have been seeing that a lot of PvP updates recently. Some might say like, oh, there's not enough for like the PvP content that you specifically like. Might be like they've been doing a bit of Siege, they've been doing a bit of RTA. Now they're actually looking at some PvE stuff, and that is not just like dumbly like, oh, we're just gonna farm more and then copy whatever team, whatever content creator makes, and then just go from there. But this is actually PvE content in a challenging kind of thing. So this is actually something that they pretty much have in Chronicles, and I'm actually, for the people that don't know Chronicles, I'm going to show it how it is in Chronicles, and then also give like some ideas of mine on this. So this, we know TOA, and that normally resets every month. This thing will actually not reset. So this is a one-time clear, but that doesn't necessarily mean like you're going to clear it now, and then you're never going to look at it ever again. Because the way that they do this in Chronicles is, let's say that you can first go to floor 30, and then after a while they update it to go to floor 60, and then after a while they update it, then you can go to floor 90. So it doesn't mean that you have to do it every month, but every time that they update it, it's really a simple thing that they could say like, oh, bunch of new challenges, bunch of new this, bunch of new that, and I'll show that how it looks like in Chronicles in just a second. But they can actually do quite some stuff with this, which makes it challenging. And from what I've seen, I did already see someone that calculated all of the rewards. The rewards somewhat seem underwhelming right now, but it is also something that they could be upgrading in a future patch, because this is the easiest thing to just say like, I'll just do a few extra floors, few extra rewards, blah, blah. Very simple adding content kind of stuff. So I definitely do like this kind of tower style with Spires. And they are also going to do it for every and each element. I did already see, we're going to look at it in a second, a bunch of people that are instantly keyword warriors like, the light and dark are going to be difficult. You got so much, like, first of all, HOH has been reset of the whole iteration of everything. There's a lot of HOH LD units out there that are going to be very useful in here. You got like your Gapso, your Verimals, your Jean, your blah, 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 two-ways, all of that kind of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff that you can actually use for LNDs if you don't have the LND 5s. From Summit. So that's kind of a thing in the first place. So it's going to be this one, and you're gonna have like the normal one, and then you're also gonna have, oh wait, the normal one, and then also the challenging one. So that looks pretty dope. So yeah, as mentioned, it's going to be manual. A lot of people, there's going to be people out there that's like, I don't want to manual anything that's not PvP. Well, that's just your mindset. In the end, you don't like it's super crazy rewards. You can just decide to ignore it. That's a choice. Like, it's a PvE challenge thing for people that like to challenge things on PvE without getting like super upset about PvP stuff. And I definitely do think that with if this is released and you're gonna start trying it right away, it's going to be the same thing as TOA Hell back in the days where everyone was like, oh, TOA Hell is so difficult. And then you wait a month and you have a whole bunch of people on Reddit going for like full free-to-play guides, a bunch of content creators. There's actually a whole bunch of good content creators, not me, showing TOA Hell how to clear it. Not me, because I just throw LDs at it, but I will try to do my free-to-play kind of floors on like lower rune quality kind of stuff as well. But first of all, I probably just will throw LDs and high rune quality at it. But the idea is kind of cool. So yeah, that also means that you can do it for each different element. So you have like the same mechanics on all of the different elements, but then you have to use the ones from that specific element. So that's actually, it is pretty cool. Plus, you don't use any energy. So if you are bored and you're out of energy, might as well start clearing this. You got something to do. Like, there's a lot of people saying like, yeah, I can't play this game because I'm out of energy, and I don't want to. I don't want a PvE manual as well. Like, well, make up your goddamn mind. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So same monster can only be used once, so you can't go Trikaru kind of stuff. Definitely makes sense. Same attribute. I do like the same attribute one, because the same attribute, you're gonna be fighting the same monsters probably as in from water to fire. So there's going to be a water boss that you have to clear with 5 fire monsters, that kind of stuff. So you really have to be looking at like how that works. Also, you have like 300 turns, which I definitely do like, because this was made so simple. Like, water would be the easiest thing alive. It's just like a Bolvric and a Vigor and an Amelia and then 2 more other units that don't die, and you're gonna clear everything. Now you actually have to be like, yo, I actually gotta kill shit instead of like just boring them to death. Decent team. Free-to-play-ish style, decent team. I like it, I approve. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So, and then we also have, every 4 has the Lirith and Atros. Okay, then people actually have to figure out how these 2 things work again if they haven't been doing TOA Hell, and the other ones, or yeah, the other ones you just thought of. That's the main thing. So, and they will also get like a bunch of different skills, which we probably have to look into at that moment. This thing though looks hella dope. So every 20 floors we will get a new powerful boss, which is Asmodeus, something like that. But that looks cool. Bunch of skills. Not really going to be looking at it too much what it does right now. I'm going to be looking at it the moment it gets live. It's currently a Friday. I kind of expect this patch next week to be hitting, so definitely going to be making content for that the moment it does hit. Back in the Netherlands right now, so there's going to be a lot more content. So if you haven't yet, like this video and subscribe to the channel. But let's look at the rewards. Rewards aren't super insane, crazy out there. Just a bunch of scrolls, just a bunch of energy, just a bunch of everything. People are like, where are my LD5 scrolls? It's a one-time clear. Guys, keep in mind, this is a one-time clear, but it's something they can add stages to. In Chronicles, I can also show you they didn't start right away with an LD scroll. They actually do have an LD scroll in that one. Also in that game, it's a lot easier to get LD scrolls in the first place. And they even added an LD trans scroll on that one. But yeah, keep in mind that, just keep that in mind. They can add extra stage and at a later moment actually say like, yo, that we could add this on later. So I'm not entirely sure. They probably did mention it somewhere. Do they already have 200? Right away, I have 200. Wow, that's actually a lot more than I expected. Okay, interesting. So it's mainly just legendaries or attribute, because in Chronicles they actually added like, I think it was at first like 60 and then 100 and then like 130, 150, 200-ish. So this goes apparently straight to 200. And you can do that for every element. So it's going to be just all attribute scrolls. Like, once again, it's not going to be the craziest of rewards, but it's going to be something. It's also going to be having a ranking system. I am going to be trying this pretty hard. I might actually just go full on the dark one, because, well, do I have a... I need a Nikki for that. Like, if you want to go like full whale style, you kind of need a Nikki, because it's the best healer in dark there is. Because dark doesn't have that great healers, but I do have a Nephthys and a Maximilian and a Ziana and Vermos and a Gopso. So I could work my way around that. But definitely something that I could be checking around to be playing that. So that I definitely do think this is really cool. And a thing that you also do have in Chronicles, I have Chronicles open over here. They had Spires in there since the start. They added some new monsters, haven't opened it here. They have Spires like this, and they actually made it where you could go 200, but then for the elemental ones, you only go 160. But they also have one for this one specifically, where you have to do things with specifically a challenge. And that is maybe something they could add later as well. I'm not sure if I can still show the challenges at this moment, if I already cleared that. No, I cannot. Wait, because these challenges actually got boring, where you are unable to place a fire unit in there, and then you have to redo it. But they also at some point said, like, you have to place at least a support in there, and then something like that. That is something that they could do in future patches, where they would say, like, okay, you bring this team and you're not allowed to bring a support. And then it's like, okay, this stage without the support could be pretty difficult. And what you could get from doing these multiple times is kind of like their way of getting like the old glory towers that we used to do in Sky Arena. You kind of get a system like that where you get like elemental damage and then overall attack and that kind of stuff. So that's definitely something they could add in the future. Or just simply say like, okay, we were clearing until 200 right now, which 200 in this game is an LD5 Transcendent Scroll. They could be doing that for Sky Arena at some point, saying like, okay, we have it until 200. Everyone cleared it for like half a year already. Let's make it to 400. And then from that point on, we actually give bigger rewards. So it's definitely something they could easily add extra stages to, which I am somewhat hyped about. And I do think that it's quite a cool thing that it's not really a must that everyone's like needing to do that. Everyone has to do it. It's just something that you can do. It doesn't cost any energy. You don't have to finish it in the first day. That's definitely one of those things. I think a lot of people feel like, including me, that you have to finish it in the first day. No, you don't. You can do this whenever. Like with TOA, you actually want to clear it because it resets every month. This, just do a few stages every now and then when you have time. Like you don't have to start rushing through it all the way. So I did see a few comments here already. Yeah, like a light and dark, OPLDs. I think that you can do it with like other units as well. Like this guy is saying like Thrain, Pharaoh, Montura, definitely a good one. Basalt, like I would say if you go dark and you need a healer, Basalt is probably one of the better healers, even if you include LD5s, because besides Nikki and Viva Shell, I can't really think of too many dark healers. I'll probably forget a bunch, but I have a whole bunch of dark LD5s, and my best for heals are going to be Pharaoh and Basalt. So let's call it that way. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I think that there's actually quite some interesting stuff to this, and I think there's a lot of people going to be, because I think one person also already mentioned like how much you do get. This is pretty much everything you do get if you clear everything, I guess. I'm not sure if this is correct, because if you can do 200 waves, maybe I'm not reading it correct. Maybe I'm not reading stuff correct, but or is it these? Do you get these? Wait, where do you get what? Where do you get what? Because you get, oh yeah, you get the 4 over there. No, he's being correct. I'm being a potato. But yeah, it's a decent amount of scrolls. It's not a crazy amount. It's definitely gonna take you quite a while to finish all of that. It is a good amount of Devilmons. I think like looking all of this, I would say Devilmons are the ones that stand out the most for me at this moment. But in the end, it's just something you can do. It doesn't cost you anything to enter it. You could fill it like 100 times. If you get bad RNG, just reset it, that kind of stuff. I think it's pretty nice in the first place. So it is going to take you a while to clear it. Keep that in mind. But definitely check out channels like this one over here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And just check out people doing other stuff the moment it's live. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. I will be making a lot more videos from now on because I am back from China. Going to be probably back into daily uploads. Not 100% sure about that, but most likely because I have a lot of ideas for videos that I was thinking about while being back in China, and I wrote down all of those things. So definitely check out. Going to be new videos. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you as always in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab, which has the dungeon guide archive and the video guide archive, which contains all of the guides that you need. Hope to see you there.